We're going to bring the elbows out front, and I want you to come onto your elbows and your knees. You're going to come onto the elbows and knees. Your fingers are wrapped together, hands are wrapped together, and do a little cat-cow here on your elbows. So you're just going to do like arching the back, looking up, and then head goes down. Then you're going to bring your toes up in the back and lift your hips in the air into dolphin. So you're on your elbows, your neck is released, shake your head no a little bit here. Feet are hip width apart. If you can push your chest through a little more towards your knees, see if you can open up a little more. And if you're still feeling like, oh, I can do more, maybe take it 2 steps forward towards your elbows. Release the neck, shake the head no a little bit. No tension in the neck. Now we're going to come back down on the knees, shift back. Keep the elbows where they are if you can, and then get a stretch in your armpits as you shift back. Otherwise, just feel the stretch in the armpit, or you need to make your arms a little further forward. And then you can bend your elbows and bring your hands behind your head. Long, deep breaths. On the next breath, come back onto the hands and knees. I'm going to have you stretch your left leg, put your toes on the ground, and just push your calf muscle. Get a stretch in your calf muscle by pushing your heel back. And then I want you to turn your left foot sideways so that your heel hits the ground. Your right hand is under your right shoulder and your left arm comes up in a balance sideways. Keep the belly long, open the heart. See if you can stretch your belly anymore, that you open your chest even more. Now we're going to shift some more weight onto your right hand. If you need support under your knee, you can put a blanket under it. See if you can lift your left leg. And if you fall over, it's entertaining. So you're balancing on your right hand, right knee, right foot. Open, open, open. Stay with your breath. Don't hold it. And then we're going to bend the left knee and reach back and grab the ankle. You didn't see that. And you're going to push away with the foot so you arch your chest. It's a little back bend here, but you keep your stomach long, keep your neck open. Breathe. Good. And we're going to release, come back down, place both hands and the knee on the ground, and you can do a cat-cow or take a child's pose. You decide. If you really want to move the spine, do a cat-cow. Otherwise, go into a child's pose for a few breaths. Come back onto the hands and knees again. Get stable. We're going to take the right foot back, put the toes on the ground, push the heel away. First, get that stretch in the calf muscle. We're going to turn the right foot sideways. Get stable. Left hand is under the left shoulder. If the left knee needs support with a blanket, go ahead and do that. And And the right arm comes up, and now we're trying to make the stomach longer, trying to get into balance, just open. And then shift more weight into your left hand and see if you can lift your right foot. So the right hand and the right toes are off of the ground. And if you're really not feeling stable, you can take your hand a little more to the left, and it might, so it's not in the same line with your knee, might make it a little easier. But try and make your stomach as long as you can. It's okay for it to be difficult. Don't have too far to fall. And then, if you want, you reach back and see if you can grab the ankle. And you push the foot away and open the chest even more. And then one more breath. Releasing hand and knee back down. Child's pose or cat-cow. You decide. Do what you need. We're going to make our way onto the hands and knees and back into down facing dog. We're going to hang out in down dog for a breath. Just to stretch the legs and ground a little bit, release the neck. You lift your toes from the ground, not your heels, your toes. And I want you to step your right foot as close as you can to the outside of your right hand. You're going to take a big step. You can take it to the outside. I want you to take it to the outside. And then I want you to step back into down dog. And then you do it with the left side. You step your left foot forward as far as you can and bend your knee deep. And then step back. And then do that again. Right foot steps forward, bend your knee, lift your chest a little. And then step back. So even if it's just here, do what you can. But you're really trying to step the foot as close as you can to the outside of the hand. And then you step back. Drop the hips a little so you get a little bit more energy opening up into the hips. Just a few more breaths. One more on each side. And then you can rest. Child's pose, down dog, cat cow. Let's head towards child's pose. Okay. Just because the forehead's on the ground, that's kind of what we're working on today too. And I want you to actually take your fists, make fists in front of you, and stack your fists on top of each other. I have my right fist down, and then my left fist is on top of it, so I'm making a little stack. And put your fists so that you can just rest your forehead on it. And take long, deep breaths. Keep the face relaxed, the eyes relaxed. Breath is deep, just a few more breaths here. And then we're going to walk our hands back up, or we're going to walk back up to sitting on your heels again if that's an option. Maybe you sit on a block. If it's not. We're going to do a little spinal flex here. You're going to inhale, roll to the front of the sit bones, chest, belly, heart comes forward, and you exhale, roll back, but do that from the core. So really from the lower belly is what's engaging and pushing you back and forth. Three, two, last one. Rub your hands together, make a little heat. And then rest your hands on the top of your head, just for a moment. Just let them go to the top of the head. You can wrap your fingers together on top if you want. Lift the chest, take your elbows forward and lift your chest. Take the elbows out to the side. You're going to tip a little to the side, to the right side. And then inhale, come back to the center and tip to the left side. You can do this either cross-legged or sitting on the heels, see what works. Do it just sitting on a chair. Connect the breath with the sideward movements. And now I want you just, the next time you go down to one side, just stay there. Stay there and then see if you can lengthen your belly, lift the chest a little more, but you're still leaning to that side. Neck is neutral, try not to have pain. Open the elbows even more, lean to the left, lengthen the whole spine even more, but leaning to the whatever side you're on. Breathe. I know it gets hard to breathe. So make your breath more important. And stay. See if you can make any more length. 2 more breaths. And then come back up on the inhale. Shift the shoulders forward, lift the heart. Try not to tighten the neck as you do this. Go to the other side. Roll to the front of the sit bones, lift the heart, lengthen the spine, keep the head relaxed as much as you can. And try and make the spine longer. Long deep breaths. Make your breath more important. Relax your face. Lengthen the spine even more. The next breath, you're going to come up on an inhale. Release the hands back down. Wrap the fingers together one more time behind your back. Stay seated, but lift your arms from your back. And you're going to bend both elbows and bring your hands to your right side waist. Bring your hands to your right side waist. Stay sitting straight up. And then see if you can squeeze your elbows together. Maybe you can even touch them behind your back. Maybe. Next week. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. And twist a little. Look over the right shoulder, look over the left shoulder. Be careful, don't overstretch the shoulders. Move very slowly. Come back to neutral and see if you can fold forward, taking your forehead to the ground. And inhaling, coming back up again. Release the hands back down beside you. Let's shake them out for a little bit. Shake them out. Fingertips to the ground. Inhale, the arms up, sweep up. And as you exhale, the fingers wrap together again behind the back. Keep the spine straight, lift the heart, bend the elbows, take the hands to the left side, waist, hip, and see if you can squeeze the elbows in closer to each other. Stay first straight, then look over your left shoulder, the right shoulder. You're going to come back to the center and pause again. And then you're going to see if you can fold forward. If you need to release a little bit, you may. Take your forehead towards the ground. One more breath. And then coming up again. Release the hands. Shake out. Let's take the legs out in front. Thank you. Now you're going to massage your knees. Get the backs of the knees too. Get the fleshy part in the back of your knees. Somebody should massage my knees all the time. Now, I want you to take your hands and just really grab the flesh on the outside of your upper leg a little bit. So you're going to squeeze the outside line of your legs up to your hips. And if you're lucky, it hurts. So we're going to squeeze the fleshy lickerness on the outside of you. And then you're going to go down. If you can reach your calf muscle, if not, you have to bend your knees to do that. You're allowed to. Don't round your back too much. So if you want to bend your knees and grab the fleshy part of the outside of you can do it with both hands on one side, bending a knee. That might be better. Go the outside of the ankle. And get a good grip. Get a grip on it. Wiggle it around a little bit. Yeah. You gotta have something to grab onto there. And then you go up past your knee again. This is a meridian line. We're wiggling back and forth. Make sure you get both sides, even the lower leg. Take your time. Keep squeezing. You can do this for days. All right. Now you're going to smack it. Get under your lower back a little bit too. Let's go back. Let's go up. We're going to keep patting. I don't want you to pat one arm. Get all around the arm. Get the jiggly parts too. Up over the shoulder. Just pat on the back. Good job. Get the front of your chest a little bit. Side of the neck, throat, belly. Then we're going to switch arms. Back of the shoulder. Good job. You did it, breathe. Shoulder, the chest, the throat. You know what you need a little bit of tension for? Maybe your side of your face. Then get your both hands on your chest. Didn't hurt. 3, 2, and 1. Just let the hands rest down on the knees. Take a few deep breaths here. Open the mouth on the exhale. Notice this tingling energy sensation and just stay with it for a few breaths. Now I'd like you to take your hands behind you with your fingers sort of tucked under your sit bones. They're not just tucked under the fleshiness. Okay? And you're gonna keep your hands pretty close together. Maybe your thumbs are touching. And you're gonna lift your chest and sort of lean back a little bit. Opening the chest, opening the heart. You can lean back a little bit. And I want you to bring your chin to your chest, but then take it back up again. Don't go too far back again. I don't want to shut off energy, but we're gonna go towards a fish. So we're gonna try and do this safely. What I want you to do is maybe take one elbow to the ground and then the other. Can you do that? So you're still sitting on your hands. Your elbows are tucked under your hips. And your neck is neutral. You're kind of just, I'm resting on the beach watching the cool people walk by. Hey. And then open your chest. Push your chest up towards the ceiling so that you're arching up. The neck will go back automatically when you do this. So you're arching your chest. You can go back and forth. Arch your chest up, squeezing, and then you can let the head drop back a little bit. We're just going to bring your head back to neutral. So we kind of stay on the elbows. It's sort of like a spinal flex, but you're here. And the neck can go back a little bit. Now, I eventually want the head to touch the ground. But in order for the head to touch the ground, you got to straighten your arms a little bit. So you can either slide over your hands until you get to the place where you can touch your head looking back. This can make you nauseous. Oh, nice. So maybe you need to, and your chest is reaching up towards the ceiling. And then you're gonna slowly let yourself come out of that, letting the hands come out to the sides, just lie flat for a few breaths. Open the mouth on the exhale. You notice energy. How? I want you to pull your right knee up into your belly and really tuck it in to your body. And you're going to lift your head and towards your knee and see maybe you can touch your nose to your knee. Maybe. And then you release it, the head back down, and then the leg just releases a little bit. So we're going to do that a few times. You're going to just pull your knee in, lift your head, and you're trying to touch your nose to your knee. And then you relax your head back down. That's what you're going to do. Lift the head up. Nose goes towards knee. Knee goes towards nose. And back. Keep going, same side. One more. And then rest the head and release the leg. Long, deep breaths here. Open the mouth on the exhale. Just notice energy. It's all about noticing the energy.